What's up, everybody? It's SHOWTIME, and it's been brought to my attention that I could be a little monotone or a little boring throughout my videos. So for this video in particular, we are going to make sure that I am not monotone and that I am as animated as possible, especially since it's the 5K Q&A. We about to turn up. But before I get into the video, I want to say that I am very thankful and very grateful for each and every one of you who have taken it upon yourself to not only subscribe to my channel, but also to like, share, and comment and watch the videos that I produce on a weekly basis, because by y'all liking and sharing and commenting on my videos, it really does inspire me to keep going and making better quality content than I made previous. And not only that, it is encouraging me and inspiring me to find better ways to serve y'all, because without y'all there would be no such thing as a SHOWTIME. Now it's time to answer some of the questions that y'all left me on my Twitter feed, #SoShowtime. So let's get right into it. The first question that we have to answer is by my man Scratch. He asked, "So SHOWTIME, how did you get your name, and what occupation did you mainly want as a kid?" To answer your question, Scratch, I literally just took the initial of my first name, which is the letter J, and the phrase SHOWTIME, and I just put them together, and that's practically how I came up with my name. The reason as to why I chose the phrase SHOWTIME to put with my first letter initial is because I felt as though whenever I decided to show my face in front of the camera to state my opinion on whatever subject that is being talked about, or whether I am rapping on the microphone, I felt as though it was time for me to show how great I was at whatever I was doing. Now, the occupation that I wanted as a kid is practically your stereotypical black kid from the hood occupation, and that is to be in the NBA one day. Now, looking back on my younger years, I could clearly see that I was brainwashed by my mom to believe this notion, because she was a basketball-aholic. I'm not sure if that's a word, but for our purposes, it's going to be a word. But she was obsessed with basketball, and she just practically had me playing basketball from the time I was able to take my first steps, until eventually I grew up and said, you know what, I like skateboarding better. So my man Brad Oates asked, "So SHOWTIME, how did you get your initial exposure, starting my own YouTube channel, and looking for advice?" Well, for everybody who was watching this video, you as well as I know how I got my initial exposure, and that is the result of the Dear GradeAUnderA video that I made and uploaded. Now, do I myself suggest that any YouTuber who is small decide to call out or talk about a popular YouTuber? No, because I am still getting backlash for actually making that Dear GradeAUnderA video. Some people actually think it was a diss to him, and it's like, no, it's not. It's the farthest from that. But now moving on to the next question, my man Shut Up John asks, "What are your thoughts on cannabis/marijuana?" Well, John, to answer your question, and this answer really goes for any drug, whether it's marijuana, cannabis, narcotics, lean, Xanax, or any type of drugs involving your nose or needles. I really hate needles. I honestly believe that I should not have to rely on any outward substances to bring me happiness, because a lot of people that I've heard do drugs, and I do not judge anybody who does drugs. I love them all as equals, right? But I heard a lot of them say that they use these drugs to escape the anxiety or the present moment that they're in, and to achieve happiness. And me personally, I don't want to use any type of substance or physical thing to achieve my own happiness. Lubomir Manushkin, and I'm assuming that's Russian, that's the reason as to why I pronounced it the way I pronounced it. He says, "So SHOWTIME, hey Jay, congrats on 5K subs. What would you choose? Your channel stays like it is now, talking about stuff, or continues as a music one?" To be completely and wholeheartedly honest with you, Lubomir, I'd have to say that I really would like my channel to continue on both of the paths that it is now, with the music and me commenting. But if I had to choose one, it would more than likely be me doing music, because that is my first love. Evan Grimm asks, "So SHOWTIME, are you in a relationship?" To answer your question, Evan, yes, I am in a relationship. And the funny thing about this is that I was actually able to get all three of these people to be okay with me dating other people. And these three people that I am in a relationship with is me, myself, and I. Frobop asks, "I'm curious, but what's your favorite anime?" My favorite anime of all time is the Yu Yu Hakusho. I really do love that anime. There are few animes that I can watch over and over and over and over and over again, and that is one of those type of animes. I know you were probably expecting me to say Naruto or Dragon Ball Z or something of that nature, but Yu Yu Hakusho has to be one of the most favorite animes of mine of all time. But moving on, Lawrence asks, "So SHOWTIME, what made you start a YouTube channel? Any inspirations?" Well, my reason for starting a YouTube channel was so that I could put my music out there to everybody, right? But quite naturally, me staying on the platform of YouTube for an extended period of time I really became fascinated with sharing my opinion on certain topics that were bubbling in the YouTube community or in the world in general. I was very fond of commenting on these different topics, and when I started getting a very good positive feedback for me doing so, I then decided like I needed to do this. But to answer your second question, my whole inspiration for continuing on to do this YouTube thing and to want to strive to become better at doing this is really all of y'all who have subscribed to me and who like, share, and comment on my videos. That is my inspiration, because without y'all, I would not have a reason for making videos. Without y'all, I would not have an audience to make videos for. So y'all are my biggest inspirations. I really appreciate all of the positive comments that y'all leave under all of my videos. Quite naturally, there are trolls and haters, but for y'all who are leaving very positive and thought-provoking comments under my videos, I really do appreciate that. But now to move on to the final question, Socks808 asks, how are you working on improving yourself / becoming your best self? What are your goals? Well, to tell you the truth, the ways in which I'm going about improving myself or becoming my best self is by working on my patience, right? Because I notice in certain situations or circumstances, my patience is a little bit shorter than what I want it to be. And even with this YouTube thing, for instance, like I'm putting in a whole lot of hours, energy, and effort and concentration into the videos that I make for y'all, because I want to make the best possible quality content that I could possibly produce for the people who enjoy and love watching the content that I make, whether it be me sharing my opinions on things or me making the music that I make. Or for instance, the fact that I cannot have a physical meet and greet, whether it be at VidCon or I go overseas and have a meet and greet with y'all, whatever the case may be, the fact that I cannot physically meet up with the people who are helping me change my life for the better and shake their hand and tell them thank you to their face for all of the great things that they are doing for me, it kind of makes me mad. I'm gonna just be honest with you, because if I was doing this full time right exactly now, I would be able to do all of those things and more. I'd be able to respond to a whole lot more of y'all's comments that y'all been leaving under my videos, a whole lot more of the messages that y'all been sending me on my personal Facebook. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this 5K Q&A as much as I enjoyed making it for y'all. I never thought I would be making a 5K Q&A this soon. And be looking forward to another Q&A once we reach 10K subscribers on this YouTube platform. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter so that y'all will know exactly when I'm getting on Omegle to do this virtual meet and greet with y'all, because I really want to say thank you and really show my appreciation for all of y'all who are constantly supporting my videos and supporting me. And like I said before, and as I said always, it's SHOWTIME, your favorite rapper and favorite person. And if you ain't authentic, we ain't conversing. Till next time. I'm still here like I never left. Hella good and finna be the best. I come to a show, be the unknown, shut that shit down. They like, who is this? Cause I do this shit. Love this shit like I birth it. Love this shit like any nigga standing trying to take it from me ain't worth it.